In today's video, I'm going to go over my first thoughts / impressions when I first encountered One Piece. When I first encountered One Piece, it was on 4Kids, the popular Saturday morning cartoon programming block. When I first saw One Piece, I was like, what the hell is this? A rubber boy who wears a hat that has some weird stretching powers. And not only that, this boy wants to be the king of the pirates. For the pirate books and sketches of hard-nosed, peg-handed pirates I read earlier, this kid looked nothing like it. I thought One Piece was about some kid playing / pretending to be pirates. Well, anyway, I gave the show a watch on 4Kids one Saturday, and I was completely dissatisfied. I didn't even get to the actual show part. The stupid 4Kids Pirate King rap was so corny to the kid version of me, I just switched the channel almost immediately. The intro started all something like, yo, gotta go. It sounded so corny the way it was rapped. I immediately turned it off. But that wasn't the end of my One Piece journey. Skip 4 or 5 years later, it's 2011. While I was rewatching Dragon Ball Z on this online site I used to go to, I saw a link or an option for www.watchchop.com, an old website, I don't know if it's still around, that had One Piece episodes and used to upload it weekly. The show was at the Marine arc around the time, and I couldn't really believe the trash show I saw on 4Kids was still around. And it had 400 plus episodes. So I was like, in my head, I'm at least give this show a second shot. And watched it with my eyes wide open and listening. I was introduced to a goofy rubbery dude named Monkey D. Luffy. And his goal was to become king of the pirates. And he first meets some pink-haired kid named Kobe, who was pretty much a slave. And I enjoyed watching Luffy show Kobe what it means to be a pirate and stand up for yourself by kicking this fat ass pirate who thought she was the most beautiful thing around ass. And then I started to love it even more when Pirate Hunter Zoro was introduced. A badass looking dude who was known as a great swordsman. It made me feel something good when it was told why Zoro was hanging up from a cross in the middle of the sun without food. It was to save a little girl. And I liked how it was portrayed that the Navy, the supposed good guys, were all good from the start. With Axehead Morgan, a Navy officer, pretty much being a tyrant over a town. And how Luffy and Zoro, pirates, had saved the people of the town and Navy officers from this tyrant. It showed how everything wasn't as it seemed from the very start of the story. I also loved from the beginning how incredible and crafty Luffy was with his devil fruit. And I also loved how good Zoro was with 3 swords. Like, I never saw a character use 3 swords before. I mean, I've seen them use 2, but never 3. I thought it was the coolest thing since peanut butter and jelly. And I love watching how Luffy progressed through East Blue. He encountered his crew members such as Nami, the thief who robbed pirates, and the incredible liar Captain Usopp. I love how Luffy was kicking asses and showing what it meant to be a true pirate. Never betraying your crew members and always taking care of them. I especially love the Baratier arc and the Arlong Park arcs. In the Baratier arc, it was showed the harsh challenges that Luffy had to overcome and the people he had to beat in order to get to the Grand Line. And I love how Oda showed just how tough the Grand Line was with Don Craig, whatever. This dude had gold armor and all these weapons and fleets of ships, and he was sent packing for the Grand Line just as soon as he entered the Grand Line by this badass swordsman guy with Hawkeye Mihawk. And I remember thinking at the time, we getting shown the world's strongest swordsman alive, Zoro's goal pretty much, before we enter the Grand Line. And when he beat Zoro's ass like it was nothing, I saw it as Oda showing us there's levels to this shit. But by never giving up, and Zoro still declared that he will beat Mihawk and never lose again, it kind of showed me what was important. Never giving up on your dream and fighting with everything you got. And that's what Oda showed in the battles with Zoro versus Mihawk and Luffy versus Don Craig. A dude with all these ships and crew members, but he still lost because of Luffy's tenacity and belief in his dream and his daring attitude to keep pushing forward until he broke apart Don Craig. I love Arlong Park because it showed what it means to treat your friends. Luffy's still going after Nami after she pretty much jacked his ship, and his true belief that he wasn't mistaken about her, that she was actually a good person. And after learning her backstory and everything, which Luffy didn't even hear, all he needed to hear was that his friend being honest to him and asking him for help, and him saying of course, that's what friends do, and putting his straw hat, which is his treasure, on Nami's head to assure her, and a badass walk to Arlong Park was pretty much phenomenal to me. All in all, I'm happy I gave One Piece a chance, another try, and fuck 4Kids for making it so corny on their network, but I'm glad I gave it another try. Well, that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more fire One Piece content. Fearless Joy out. Till next time, deuces.